So yeah, now it's about the class 4 antiarrhythmic drugs. So in that we know the innermost ones, the class 4, and after that we have class 5, which is for miscellaneous. So this is the innermost one in sarcoplasmic reticulums, that is the calcium channel blockers we will talk about. Now it is because of the calcium, we have two different categories for this. One is DHPs, that is dihydropyridine, and another class under this is non-DHPs. So something which is non means something which is not DHP, right? It will be less in quantity because something is not that much, we can say. Quality wise it will be good. So therefore what we can say is it will be limited. It will be in the quality, means something which is in quality is always less. If I want to make better laddus, then I will use all my energies, all my times and ingredients to make few laddus, like 2 or 3, but of better quality. But if I want to make for more number of people, I'll, instead of making 2 or 3, we make 10 or 12. Quality wise it will decrease and quantity increase only. Similarly, it's about the DHPs, non-DHP. When the non comes, means it's not DHP, and something which is not there is little rare thing. If it is little rare thing, means quality wise it will be good. I am making it so that we can memorize Virampamil synthetism. Now Virampamil, like Veer means brother, that's special, so that is Virampamil. And we have another example in this diltiazem, heart. Really is heart. So heart is also one single piece in the body, and that is special. And definitely now comes to the DHPs. So they will be, for this we have to learn pines, that is to drink pina. So all the pines are in DHPs, and D for dill, it's related with the heart, calcium channel blockers. So pines, if you drink too much, you'll be deficient in multivitamin deficiencies can be there, and calcium deficiency can also be there. So definitely we can link calcium sorry, we can link calcium, we can link pines or pina, drink alcohols, and that's how we'll be memorizing this. That's amlodipine, nifedipines, nicardipine, then nimetipines and clevidipine. Okay, now coming to DHP. Now we'll do it little bit in detail. So non-DHP, they are the calcium channel blockers. They will be blocking calcium channels, and what will happen when we block the calcium channels? There will be vasodilatations, and that is clear concept. There will be vasodilatations, and heart rate will increase. And if we look on the second use of these non-DHPs, they also delay the recovery of calcium channels from the block. It means the blockage to the channels will also for the longer times. Now something which is quality wise good will be doing more work, like it will block the, if we want some block, it will block for a long time, and that is sometimes what we want. And third point, it has direct effect on the heart, that is gonna invade the heart. Means nodes, calcium channels has importance where in the nodes, whether it's S nodes or AV nodes. So yeah, so it's gonna inhibit S node or AV nodes, and in return what will be there? There will be decreased heart rate if you're blocking this. And at one side there is increase in heart rate, and other side there is a decrease in heart rate, and that's what is gonna cause cancellation of these two facts. And what we will be left with is AV nodal block. That's it. That's with the special things, with the rare things, that is with the special things, with the rare things. And yeah, so overall we have normal heart rate in this. We will have a normal heart rate in this, and therefore it means if the heart rate is normal because of the calcium blockers, it means we cannot, it means there will be no oxygen demand. If there is no oxygen demand, there is no increase in oxygen demand, means we can use it in angina, which is stable, and then we can use it as monotherapy. It's also going to cause vasodilatation and avenal block. Or if we want particularly avenal block, then we'll prefer the non-DHPs, the special ones, and rampamils and diltiazem, where rampamil is more potent, and where we can use definitely where these nodes are present in the atrial regions, not the ventricles. That's before ventricles, so we can use it in SVT, we can use in PSVT. So yeah, that's about it. And yeah, on the other side we have DHPs, and DHPs, that we know the function. Now they are more potent actually, because vasodilatation factor is also more with the DHPs, and because that is, if you memorize the trick, DHP is something like, which are more in number, more in quantity. So overall, so much of the action, and what is happening? Too much of the action and too much of vasodilatation. Can we memorize it in this way? Yeah, why not? And moreover, the heart rate will be increased. But now again, this will be more, because there we looked for the quantity. As simple. So we can use this. We can also use these DHPs in stable angina, but because of its effect, that is too much increase in heart rate, it means too much increase in oxygen, there will be too much oxygen demand, right? So we always have to cover this effect. We will be using beta blockers to prevent this sort of reflex tachycardia. In stable angina we are using DHPs also, and the pines we are using, but for that we have to prevent the reflex tachycardia, and therefore we are using beta blockers. Now yeah, so that is all about the class 4 calcium channel blockers, and yeah, that's all about it.